Playboy, run this shit, ho.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the Fuk Outta Here podcast, showing I'm the guy that never lies unless I have to say so.
It is your bearded dad, DJ True. What it is, what it do.
We got 3 special guests this evening. If y'all don't know, there's a movie coming out. Y'all probably seen it on Facebook. Y'all probably seen it on the internet. Y'all probably seen it. If y'all know the history of Georgia and Lake Lanier, just know these are the producers, directors, creators behind the project. These are the movie that we personally want to see. So I'm sure y'all gonna want to see it, especially if y'all from Georgia. Y'all gonna want to know the history of Lake Lanier, all the crazy shit we read about, research. So let's give it up for Meliek, Will, and Sidney. We do. How y'all doing?
What's up?
How y'all doing?
We good. Now, before we start the podcast, we usually do a Sayso moment, but I don't do it anymore. So we're gonna kind of sort of dive in. But before we dive in, I'm gonna let y'all introduce yourself to our audience. We can start with
Start with who?
You.
I'm Meliek Gaynor. I am the director of photography for Lanier. I'm one of the producers, and yeah.
All right.
Cool. Here we go.
Yeah.
So my name is Will, and I'm a co-director, co-producer, and co-writer and co-executive behind Lanier. And yeah.
And I'm Cindy. I'm William's wife. And I'm also co-director, co-writer, co-producer, and co-executive for Lanier.
All right.
There's a lot of titles going
Yeah,
on. But
Get it.
Yeah.
We get it, because we are also in film, me and my partner. We just finished a film called Unexpected. It's gonna be on Tubi and Amazon Prime pretty soon. You can catch it on
Big ups to y'all. That's what's up.
you can catch it on our website. It's on our website right now, www.fohbrand.com. Y'all can check it out, but it's gonna be on Tubi and Amazon Prime and a few other streaming platforms in the near future. So yeah, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
Okay, word.
Thank y'all. All right, man. Let's not talk about that. Let's get into this Lanier project. What made y'all want to do this historical project?
Let's find the history. Like some people that's not even from Georgia, don't even been to Georgia, don't even know the history behind Lake Lanier and all of that. Like, let's get deep into it.
Man. So I would say this journey started for us like a couple years ago. So we were dealing with some quote unquote millionaires, right?
Right.
So they had like a castle in like the country club, and they wanted to do a project over Lake Lanier. And I was like, okay, cool. I know somewhat about Lake Lanier. I didn't know about the whole Oscarville segment of it, but I knew obviously there's some haunted shit going down there. So I was like, okay, like obviously people will be attracted to the project. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people, but I know, there's some interest out there. So what they wanted to do basically was like a found footage type of movie. Some inspirations that they loved was like the Blair Witch Project, Paranormal Activity. They wanted to do that scope for it,
right?
But mainly because it was like cost effective, because those projects, I think Blair Witch might have had a $35K budget.
Yeah.
Right.
Paranormal had a
10K.
15K budget, right? So that was their thinking going into it, which is, that's like peanuts in film, right? We know that.
Right.
So what they wanted to do though, they wanted to like just not talk about like the Oscarville segment, because when I got into it, like they told us what they wanted to do, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But then I looked up like Lake Lanier, and then I saw like Oscarville. There's a city underneath here. I read, this book here. I don't know if y'all read it, Blood at the Root by Patrick Phillips. And it kind of dives into what happened in 1912 when basically, a white woman named May Crow cried wolf about, basically that a black man raped her or whatever. which we know is redundant in Black history, right? Like
True.
a white woman will scream, say something, no questions asked. We're killing them, hanging them.
Yeah.
When we were doing the research about this, I said, "Yo, Will, before we even start on this movie, we have to look at Rosewood because Rosewood is a movie I watched.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
It's almost identical to what happened at Lake Lanier, except there was no lake that was built over Rosewood, but they're 10 years apart from one another. If you look at the history, Rosewood happened in 1929. 17 years apart from one another. And Oscarville happened in 1912.
Exactly. So they to go back to them, they didn't really want to touch on that. They wanted it to be more like paranormal, I would say. But they also didn't want to pay people. So I was confused because I was like, aren't y'all millionaires?
I was about to say that. Like, hold on, huh?
So they didn't want to pay anybody. They were like, oh yeah, we'll call in favors. They were like, you know what? We don't even need a script. I was like,
yeah, I remember that.
This is where it gets where it gets really messy because we wrote with my best friend. I'm from Germany. My best friend's still in Germany. We wrote like literally half a script.
Yeah.
Like we were halfway through. And we like showed it to them when we talked about it, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't really need a script. We can just improvise. Like we can just make some bullet points." We looked at each other. We were like,
"We ain't doing this shit."
Excuse me, like because it was stupid. Because first of all, you always need a script if you're filming a movie, like
especially when like this one with historical.
Yes, and then
with this one, yeah.
And it's like we were literally putting so much time and effort into that script too. And then they're over here like, yeah, we don't need a script.
I was like, bro, what?
When Will hit me up, because we worked together in the past before on several different projects. So he hit me up, he goes, "Hey Meliek, I got this project I want to work on." And this was originally, it was just centered around a house. It wasn't about Lake Lanier at all, really. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, let me know, it's my boy Will. I'll do whatever you want me to do. And he goes, "So it's found footage." I said, "I'm out. There's no way." The only thing that will have me say no as a DP, as my first feature, cannot be found footage. There's no way. Right. Maybe 2 movies later, when you stop watching my stuff, you want to check out my found footage video, and I just start to get paid. Yeah.
Right.
But as the first, ain't no way, boy. So then he said, he was like, "Yeah, so could we shoot this like on an Ursa Mini?" I was like, "Well, if it's found footage, we might as well shoot on the actual cameras from back then." And I was like, "But I'm not trying to shoot on no damn camcorder. Like, what? Why am I going to shoot on no
roll them?
Yeah, rolling sound,
right?
Yeah.
I'm saying that like that's like 85. We using those type of camcorders. Like, what are we talking about?" And then it went straight to pay. And I'm not like on this project when we start talking more about it, we weren't looking to get paid from as crew members. We wanted to just make something that was amazing. And I think that's an important thing is to focus on your passion towards whatever it is that you do. Right. So the pay wasn't the part that really got me. The found footage, then no script. I was like, Denzel uses a script every time. Why can't you use a script? Like, there's no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That was the biggest blessing, though. I'll tell y'all that. Because, like, I realized, like, throughout this journey, you'll meet people throughout your journey, right? They look like they can give you the keys, or like they're successful, but really they're not. It's all for like show. And that kind of showed me like, okay, don't be impressed by someone's like house or what they're driving or whatever the case may be. Because when it comes down to it, like, are they going to do it? Or are they going to try to excuse the way out and be like, "Oh, well, we don't got to pay nobody," So
try to lowball you like, "Oh, we gonna give you this," and
exactly. So that's what that showed me. So like after that all happened, we kind of were just like, all right, like let's decompress, let's completely shelf it, and just really like think about how we can go at it and really get a strategy going, because I knew one thing with being in the industry for like, 6-7 years. I was like, I want to pay people for their time because I have the resources to do so. If I couldn't, then of course I would tell people what it is. But I said up front, like, all right, this is my investment into the film to make it happen. So this is what we got to do. And I remember before we got our house, I was like, we got to do something about Lanier, because if we don't, somebody is a bigger studio. Somebody may already be doing some shit that we don't even know.
Remember, you called me and you go, hey, Meliek, what name should we pick for Lanier? And I was like, hold on, you about to buy like the domain and stuff right now? He was like, yeah, we need like something right now. And you were like, is Lanier Movie taken? Damn, it is. Let's just go with Lanier. I was like, all right. I forget the date, but it was a very significant day.
Yeah, it was a very significant day, because I was just kind of saying like, y'all, we gotta do something, because I know somebody in some room at some company in Hollywood, they're thinking about this. So I was like, all right, let's get the domain, and then from there we're gonna figure out how we can make this movie come to life. God is gonna put the pieces into place to be able to be like, all right, this person is here to give you more money for the movie, because what we did kind of coming into it, like, I was like, okay, we went through that for a reason with those people, right? Yeah. That kind of taught us that stick to your vision. Don't try to give in to somebody else, because we only did that because we thought they had the money, right? And we wanted to do something over Lanier. Yeah. But even if we did that with them
at first.
Yeah, they did at first. But even if we did something with them, it wouldn't have been good. Right? It wouldn't have really hit on Oscarville. So we would have got torn apart anyway. Black people would have been like, what the fuck is this? Like, you're telling me y'all did a movie and you're a black guy and you didn't put us on, you didn't tell our history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that was a big point with everyone talking about the poster, because the poster has a white lady on it. And like, I was like, yo, why is there a white lady? It should be black people in this. And I was like, calm down. When you find out the story, you won't understand why it's a white lady and not like a black person there.
I understood when I saw it. When I saw the poster, I was like, okay.
Thank you.
I never even thought of nothing. I never even said, why is this a white person? I just like, all right.
Okay, so answer this for me. Why was it a white person then?
For me, from how I took it, my perspective is they're pulling, how all the kids would go on to Lake Lanier and they would have fun and they would come down and never go back up. That's how I took it. I took it grabbing the history from the black people grabbing the white people and drowning them, or just coming back.
Oh, shit.
It's close.
That's a good interpretation.
Yeah. That's how I took it. So what was the real reason behind the poster?
So basically there was, there's been tons and tons of like drownings and stuff at Lake Lanier. There was a couple that was in a car, 2 women, I think, right, Will? 2 women. Yeah. One, they both drowned in this car somehow, and they only recover 1 person. And then the next person, they just never find her. Wow. But then ever since then, there's always been this sighting of a lady in a blue dress, white lady, and they've never found her body. But every time you go to Lake Lanier, there's someone say, yo, I think I saw this lady in a blue dress. And that's why we put her as one of our central characters in the poster.
Some spooky shit.
Shit crazy.
It was actually a mistake though at first, because I was thinking, all right, so shit, I can't give any spoilers, but
I was about to say, don't give no spoilers.
All right, but okay. So I knew coming into it, like somebody's ass is going to drown. But I was thinking like, okay, we're going to put Oscarville on the map. Obviously, you got to show the thriving Black community. But I was like, there's got to be something as to where there's a group of people. Let me see how I can word this. There's a group of people terrorizing other people, and somebody's going to be under that water. So, and yes, white people are going to be under that water. Is that too spoilerish?
I mean, no.
It's kind of like
it's cool for y'all to say which, because like me and my partner, we know the history of Lake Lanier. Yeah. So, okay. Idea of like which from my perspective, when I saw the trailer, it's like a cop, they doing an investigation, right? And it's the lady in the dress kills everybody. From what I kind of seen, Something like that.
No.
Well, I think it's fine if you think that way, because I love to hear that, because that tells me like, okay, that's good, because I really don't want people to know what's even going on.
Exactly.
Because I love that about trailers. That's what a trailer's supposed to do. It's supposed to not tell you the whole movie and be like, I have no idea what this movie is even about, but I want to watch it.
Right.
So no, but
that's not it.
When we were making the poster, though, I'll just let y'all know. Like, I had a totally different vision because I wanted it to be about Oscarville. It wasn't working, so I was like, okay, let's just use this stock image because I know someone's going to drown, obviously, in the movie. So I was like, we're going to use that. We're going to give it to this guy, and we're going to combine a bunch of images together. Right. So he did it, and obviously the poster came out really great. And I was like, okay, I think that's really good. We got Oscarville under there. So that's like, you know, that's the gem. Hopefully people connect the dots with, you know, people don't read shit. They don't really look into it. They automatically, they see one thing and they're like, I'm focused on this.
Right.
But when it came out, I was like, okay, this is ready to go. And then people started talking about the lady in the blue dress on the poster. I was like,
but it's not the lady in the blue dress.
I know, but that's like, what I'm saying. I was like, what are people talking about? It's not a lady in the blue dress. I was like, it's just a white woman.
Right.
Yeah. But some people were assuming that. And just to fact check Meliek real quick, she was actually found, and both of her hands were cut off, which was really weird. And then people were saying like they see her like on that bridge that the car drifted off of. Yeah, that's where they usually see her. Yeah, it's creepy.
Man, I only been there one time, like when I was staying in Georgia, and at that time I didn't know the history. I just was there, and it was like, "Oh, you over there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "He was like, I don't think you want to be there." And I was like, "All right, I'm going." So,
I never. I've seen so many accidental drownings on the news since I moved to Georgia. Yeah. And like my wife would always say, it's haunted. And she said, look at the history. And that's when I saw they flooded a city. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, every time I see something on the news, it's like somebody got drowned, black and white. It's like they drown and they don't come back up. Like, and it's like no bird or nothing, like somebody holding them down.
That's like, one thing with this movie, that we really don't discriminate whether it's black or white that gets dealt with by the lake. Essentially, like anyone can get it. The lake catches bodies left and right.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, you know, we're trying to go for that same social horror type of genre movie, like you know, Jordan Peele's movies, because we really love them. But this is a very unique thing that's about two cities essentially, because Lake Lanier and Oscarville are not the same. Like Lake Lanier is, you know, this really polished neighborhood. People love it. They go there all the time. They ride their boats, all this stuff. Party. But Oscarville was this real small town that basically was thriving, and it's only 1,000 black people. But then they just was wiped off the map in one instance, just because of a white family, a group of white people got together and said, you guys raped them, and then they just started killing people one by one. And some people didn't get killed, they left, they fled their house, and they still owned their property, and they never got their stuff back. And then once they decided to flood the lake, everything was lost. Right. And it was like the government doesn't know what happened there. They didn't document it. They just said, well, we have this free town. Let's just take it and let's make a nice resort for people. And then they flooded it. And people were like, hey, my shit's still there. You know, nobody got any type of compensation. Only the people in the neighboring town really got anything. They got bought out of their houses, but all the black people who own stuff there, all their stuff is just gone.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all, how was the casting process with this movie? How did y'all go by with picking the right cast, the crew, and all that? How did that play out?
So you want me to answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So we wrote like a character description for each character that we had for it, and basically we went on Actors Access, which is like a website where you can put up like, this is the project that we're making, these are the, like there will be like a, what is it called, an insert for each character
description
and everything. So then actors can actually say, hey, I'm interested in this role. You could already like see their picture. And then was it that we picked like our favorites and then they had to audition for it?
Yeah, me, you, Meliek, we all picked our favorites.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, let's see who fits this role the best for whatever they were auditioning for.
Yeah.
Crew wise, so there was someone who saw the poster and he reached out to us, and he was a first AD on a lot of projects. So he already worked with like a lot of people that he already knew. You know, he worked on 2 Chainz. He mainly works in the music video scene. So he already knew some good pieces of people that he had chemistry with. So he kind of put them into place. Really, when we needed, like, let's say we needed like I don't know, a medic or like a boom operator or sound mixer, a cam op or lighting. He kind of already was like, oh, you should go with this person because I work with them there. They're very experienced, et cetera, et cetera. So I was like, all right, cool. And of course I saw his work and everything. And I was like, yeah, he does really good work. And obviously me and Meliek, we've gone way back to like the cringy project. So I was like,
why you unsubscribe?
Exactly, like our YouTube projects before we started doing this. So I was like, it's a no-brainer. We got him, who has, like, I would say he has probably like a deeper crew than us. So I was like, yeah, let's put him into place. Let's get some of his people, get Meliek on it, and some people we worked with. So it was really just like 2 different parties that just came together to do this.
Yeah. Okay. It's Al G too, by the way. Shout out, the best.
Shout out to Al.
Gotta put my boy out there. Al like came through for us in so many different ways.
I should have came on the podcast. Anyway,
see, that's the plug for the next one.
I got you gotta go. So, okay, what was the how long was the shooting days? Like, how long did the project take to complete?
So it was so for what y'all see for our sizzle, it took 3 full days to actually finish this. And boy, those days were
I barely slept, honestly.
I think we were more tired. Nah, I take that back. Nah, on production days, I was way more tired than pre-pro. But 3 full days.
Day one was, day one in any project is stressful. But day one, when you're trying to complete a trailer from start to finish, every shot matters. Every second matters. You're losing money actively if you don't do something. So it was very stressful. But then we had a little powwow, me, Al, Cindy, and Will, and we were like, let's get this together. We got this. Project's gonna come out good. Let's just make it. And
great.
Yeah.
It was
good. Great.
Did I say good? I meant great.
Yeah.
It was a little timeout on set, but it was really great for that. That timeout really brought us together because I think too we were just tired too, honestly.
I totally understand.
Yeah. But that goes into like when you get like more money, you don't have to, because that's the thing. Like, since we're grassroots, I'm kind of used to dipping my hands into different things.
Right.
But the greatest advice I could give is like, just try to raise enough money where someone else can do that, because you don't even need to be doing that when you create a project or direct a project or write a project. That's all you need to think about, because that job will already like put you on your ass as it is.
Yeah, we had so many different jobs in this project. We had a lot of job titles in this one.
Yep, we did.
Yeah,
I understand. Trust me, we definitely understand.
Yeah.
So, like, as far as funding, so y'all got the millionaires, or y'all had like a GoFundMe type thing, or people donated to the project, or y'all just use your own money? So how did like
our own money?
Yeah, we used our own money, and I was honestly glad, because I said already, like, coming into it, like after dealing with the fake millionaires, after dealing with them, and just I don't know, I kind of had a vision, because I look up to people like Gary Vee and people who kind of talk about like, don't even worry about the money. The only thing you need to be worrying about is creating an audience. And then the money will always like follow.
Yes, sir.
So that's what I kind of like, they always say like, build it and they will come. So that was kind of my thinking into it. That's why, we were on some calls and trust, the sizzle was expensive. It was like 50 bands, right?
Yeah.
So just coming into that and thinking about it, I was like, man, fuck, that's a lot of money. But at the same time, I believe in it. And I know I'm going to meet people. I don't even know them. I can't even see them yet. But someone's going to see this and they're going to say something like, where are y'all at in the stage? Are you looking for investors or et cetera, et cetera? So already with that thinking, I was like, I'm not going to even ask anyone for like a dime when it comes to an audience. A lot of people do it, and respect to them if they properly raise it. But for some reason, I was just like, nah, I'm not going to even do it. We're going to put our money up. We're going to put the money where our mouth is. And then down the road, I know it's going to happen. And, it's a blessing to say it's actively happening where we're already talking to, some people that really got some money, not fake millionaires. And, and they want to see it go, further than this because they already know about Lake Lanier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the total,
that's good.
I want to know the total budget of this film. What was the total budget?
The total for what you see for the sizzle, it was shit. I can't even say that was the budget. We went over the budget.
Yeah, we did.
The budget at first, I was like, yeah, we can get this done for 15. Psych. That's the wrong number.
I think it was a month before our shooting, Will approached me about the budget and he was like, hey, this is how much. By the way, also, I was not a part of the funding. I was there to spend the money. Will and Cindy were the ones.
As the advisor and the one to spend it.
I was the one like, hey, that looks nice. We should get that. How much is that? And I'm looking over here, looking at Will like, we're good? All right, cool. He talked to me about the budget and it was like, initially it was like 15, 12, and then it went from that to 35,000. Now it was just the on-set production, but that's just to create the trailers. No, we haven't even shot the feature yet. So then after we did that, we got to think about food. You got to think about, we had 30 people on our crew. Then, we got to get small things, and then you got to pay people's expenses for their equipment or just
insurance,
miscellaneous things. And it just went from 35 to shoot 50, as Will just said. But
it also went to 50 because we were supposed to have a half day the last day, and it just turned into a full day. So the whole budget was just like, psych, out the window now. We gotta pay people their full rate. So that's also a big portion of why we went over budget there. But I mean, it all worked out in the end. That's all that matters.
Yeah, and for the feature, obviously, it's going to be way more than that. We're aiming for like, 2 to 3 million for the actual like feature film.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going to be we wanted to get the proof of concept out first. So show that we have a story, show that we got something in mind, we have great visuals, and then from here we can take this product and shop it and say, hey, this is what we can create.
Yeah.
Now we can go and say, hey, this person, would you mind putting up $100,000? And you might only have to do piece by piece from another person in order to get to our total budget that we want for the whole thing. If you try to donate, hit us up.
But there might just also be just one person. The whole budget. You never know.
Yeah. You never know, honestly, especially when they see like our traction and things
it's
such as
not
that.
only what we made. It's also like we got a lot of traffic, a lot of people that actually want this to happen. We can prove that. With our Facebook page alone, there's like 24,000 people that are waiting for this. So
y'all actually like pay for promotion, like for like Facebook, and so to reach out, like even for us to see it, like y'all pay for promotion and all of it.
We paid like I think like $500 just through our like ad spend, but organically, really though, the poster is really what set us up to have like, I would say we probably cleared like 20K followers just off the poster, honestly.
Damn, that's good.
We'll tell them about the first 24 hours with the poster.
Man.
My God.
It was crazy.
Man, dog, I've never created a project, I think, as to where people just centered around it like so quickly. So I was just blown away. Like when I started to see it go over like 200 likes, I was like, oh shit. I was not expecting at all. I was like, literally when we made the poster, I was like, we're gonna make 2 posters. I was like, we're gonna test out one, we're gonna just see how it does, and then we'll just come out with another one. And then the first one just flew, and I was like, fuck it, we're not gonna even make another one. There's no point now. So, and also that's a good way, that kind of taught me too, like before you do a film, maybe come out with a poster to see how people react to it. So that will tell you what you got, because that poster only costs $20 probably, if even that.
Oh, that's hey, for me being a graphic designer and getting $20 for that, y'all got a good deal.
Right.
No.
But they're editors too, so the majority of that they were able to do themselves.
Oh, okay, sure. That's what's up, man. That's good. That's good. Ain't nothing like having everything in house to where.
Oh yeah.
Because
they save money.
We save a lot.
Yeah, big time.
See, like me hearing y'all budgets and prices is like wow to me, because me and my part never.
And like not at all.
We're
not even close.
Not like they're just a sizzle, like a trailer, 50 bands, like.
Yeah.
Man, look, hands up to y'all, because the project is worth it though.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You know when like Shaquille O'Neal, when you see it, when you see this, give them their money. Give them the money.
All right, exactly.
Put the project out, because they definitely is historical. The state of Georgia definitely go check this shit out, no matter where it's at.
Yeah. No matter what.
And if you know your history, you're definitely gonna check this out as well, because it's like incredible historical thing, and the concept. It's like I thought the movie was done. I didn't know it was just a sizzle.
I thought it was done too. When you sent it to me, he was like,
I thought it was
the
done.
trailer. I was like, all right.
Oh shit, when it's coming out? Because I saw the poster last year, so I'm like, okay. Cool. I thought it was shit. I'm like, I want to see it, like, but so now that I know, it's like, okay, y'all gotta really, really, really. So did y'all shoot the trailer at Lanier? Did y'all shoot it there?
Yeah. Well, the whole thing was. The whole thing was at Lanier. It was at Lanier.
But nothing. The only shot that I have to point out is like the lady that's floating underwater. We obviously didn't shoot that in the lake, because we would never do that, because we don't want to risk somebody's life. That was shot in the pool, actually, because we ain't doing that.
Yeah, and then what's the word?
VFX.
A VFX artist, and he made it like
look like the lake.
Look kind of like the lake.
Did a good job.
Excellent job. I wasn't scared like shooting there.
That was about to ask y'all if y'all ain't had like nothing, like y'all ain't feel nothing or something, a spirit or something.
Yeah, so the first, when we were location scouting there, right? Nothing scary happened per se to me. Maybe they might have something.
Yes, it did.
But the dog. But when we got there, very first day, where we're doing a location scout, we see like these ladies walking by, and they're like, they see, 5 Hispanic people, 5 Black people, and 1 white guy. And they're like, what's going on around here? And he was just like, we're looking to make a movie. Y'all are going to make a movie? About what? And then she just walked off. And I was just like, that's our audience, Will.
You're like, so it begins.
That's who we got. Who's going to watch this?
And it starts. That's crazy.
Well, I wasn't scared. Well, I believe in the paranormal. Like, I believe in that shit.
Yes.
But I wasn't scared coming into it. But the moment our dog, who freaking hates water.
She hates water.
She hates water.
We were at the beach. She would run away from the water. She hates
when that little ass tide comes in, she's gone.
She gone. She hates baths.
Yeah.
She barely even drinks water because she's scared of it. Like, it's that serious.
Right.
But you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to Lake Lanier though, and she like looked at the water, and then she started to paddle in Lake Lanier.
She went into it.
She went into it and started paddling like out, and I was like,
She went out in the open. I was about to jump in there because I was like,
"You were gonna jump in there?"
Yeah.
I was like,
hell no. You like,
it's with God now.
She never swam before, so I was scared that she doesn't know how to swim. Even though dogs, they naturally know how to swim. She was swimming, but she went really far, and then she turned around and she just came back.
I was like
it was nothing.
Sure that was the same dog.
I was about to say, did the dog like y'all still had the same dog? Like the dog would come back different?
She good.
And then she proceeded to drink some of the water, and I was like, "Don't drink the demon water.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh,
don't do it."
Hey, our dog is different.
She did.
She came back. She was like, "I conquered that shit. We good." I was like, "All right."
And after
I told Will.
She never went in there. She never went in there again after that. It was our first time going there too.
Yep.
That's the only time she did it. It was so weird.
I told Will, I was like, yo, I could swim really good, but your dogs, y'all gonna have to buy a new dog. Ain't no way I'm going in that water.
Oh no.
Dog? Nah, man. Peace, Scooby-Doo.
I would have done it.
Shit,
that water was
cold
too. That was in January. It was cold.
I'd have just looked at the dog like.
I would have ran in there because I love her.
Shit! Then if you would have went in there, I'd have been like, Meliek, you can swim better than me, bro. Come on, bro.
And I can't even swim that good, so.
Oh hell,
but
that would have been horrible.
I was not scared, but I definitely felt weird, and I did definitely. Every time we were there, I said, "I'm not allowing anything to follow us. I rebuke." Anything, don't attach.
In the name of Jesus.
Don't attach yourself. I do not allow that because you have to say that like out loud if you don't want that.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
I understand. That's creepy.
Shit.
Yeah.
I probably would.
And y'all got a long way to shoot this movie. So
yeah,
man, we still got a long way to like complete the whole thing, but I'm just so glad we've already met a lot of people that want to just kind of get the ball like moving even more to the completion. So yeah, I mean, it can change like overnight. That's the most beautiful thing about like, well, I say overnight, but you know, it's been a long process, but one person can kind of step in and kind of change your whole like trajectory to like do something crazy, you know?
Yeah. Like just having one individual, like let's say like Al's one of our people that really changed the trajectory of it, because we were not going for as high of a budget. We were looking for, let's do 7 people, let's get local casting, cast only off of Facebook, nothing wrong with Facebook, but only cast off of Facebook. And then it went from that to like, hey Meliek, let's get the camera that you want, don't get just a camera that will do the job. Get a camera that you want. And I was like, oh, let's get the Alexa Mini. He was like, get the lenses you want. All right, let's get the Cook lenses, the Cook S4s. Yeah, those right there. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Meliek. Repeat yourself again, because I did like those cameras y'all shot the trailer with. So
we shot it with the Alexa Mini. We were thinking about doing the LF, but we had to save a little. We shot with the Cook S4 Mini lenses, and we had a 3-ton grip truck. We had a pretty good setup in terms of lights. We had a bunch of aperture lights. We were set.
Okay, shit, that's dope. So what is y'all goal on completion date, and what is y'all goal starting production?
So starting production, I really want to start production in like August. I think that's more realistic because the prepping already for this sizzle took like
2 months.
2 months, but technically, like in hindsight, I was like, that could have went by faster because we didn't have. I think we couldn't afford the right people to kind of be like, all right, I'm going to take this away from you. I'm going to do this, because we had to be mixed in so many different things. It took like 2 months, right?
2 months.
2 months.
2.5.
But now if we're talking about a feature, obviously I think that would take like 3 months. Maybe not, because that's going to be my first feature film, but at least I know we'll have probably 2 to 3 people that are going to be doing different things, but they're kind of moving the ball of like communication with, the cast or with extras or with crew. doing paperwork for crew deal memos, actors' contracts, et cetera, et cetera. Everything that we don't need to be worried about, like on the legal front and like communicating with people. So in my world, I would love to start production in August and completion to be like in the fall of this year, I would say. So let's say like September, October.
That's what I was just about to say.
September, October, I would say. Because the thing is, we know people want the movie. We already said 2023. So I think like that allows us to really get our marketing like strategy together because, you know, a lot of filmmakers don't even think about that. But that's kind of how I like started like my career in video editing. It all started like on YouTube, which is, you know, we don't really think this deep, but really we're marketing. Like we're trying to get people to see our creations. Yep. That's all marketing. Right. So that's why I just said like, you know, 2023 would be great. We don't have to say a hard date.
No.
But it's going to be great because you kind of get yourself in trouble if I said like, yeah, it's going to come out here in 2023. And then
you putting yourself in a box.
The hardest logistic thing with it is if we plan to shoot in August, September, right? We have to get an entire city for Oscarville to shoot. Then we have to get the entire city for Lake Lanier to shoot. So the city of Winder, they were happy to have us for Oscar, right? Yeah. They were like, oh, please come take this shot for us. But then, you know, you still have to go through and say, this isn't for 3 days. This is 30 days. That changes everything. Yeah. So they're going to give you a shot for free. Now you have to pay 30 days worth of having the shop. So it kind of changes things. And that has to we have to just figure out some of the small things not small, but logistics of actually how can we create this without it getting to be too much, but like simply like having someone to where like Will's tired, right? Get him a coffee, get him an orange slice, whatever it is, you know, those simple things, like that's what happens when you have money to be able to make sure that you're good as best as you can be in this moment and you're at your optimal level of creativity.
So like, would y'all recast or will it be the same people who's on the trailer is going to be on the feature?
Oh, I want it to be the same people, really. Yeah. Now, there's some actors in there, like Patrick Walker, for instance. Yo, shout out to Pat, because he's killing it. He just did a series called Gaslit with Julia Roberts and Sean Penn. So some of them, obviously, like him, he may be already on the project. So if we got to do what we got to do, we will, but I don't want to, obviously. I want the same people in there. Yes. Because I'm going to keep it real with y'all. When y'all do, and y'all will, the bigger projects that y'all do, for instance, you're going to get a lot of people that say, like, you need a name, like, for your project.
Oh, yeah.
And I agree with that, but I don't agree with that at the same time.
I'll be honest with you, I don't, because my wife, I'm about to shoot a pimp movie, but it's based in modern time.
Okay.
So she was like, if y'all know Cristal, the Players Club. Y'all seen the Players Club?
Yeah.
My wife are real cool. She's like, okay, get Ronnie in it. That way, her audience, and they see her face, they're going to go to your movie. I said, I'm not going to pay her if I can't pay everybody. So therefore, I don't need her. If I had the budget to pay her, it would pay her, but I don't. So I'll feel like it's unfair. Let me pay her 5 bands and everybody else, y'all just do it off the string. That's unfair. So that's
I feel there's like a dichotomy of an issue because I do feel like at times you do need to have a face, but you don't have to have the biggest star. So like ideally when we were making our pitch deck of who we wanted, we were like, hey, can we get this person? Can we get this person? But then like we knew we had there's studs here in Atlanta, Georgia, that people who just need an opportunity to be put in the right position. So like we really casted a lot of the Atlanta film community, but you know, when you start saying like, I need to have, you know, say someone random, Ryan Gosling or something like that, you're setting yourself up to say, yes, it's going to be bigger budget. But as you see with Netflix's current situation, they have celebrities that are flocking to Netflix, but movies are flopping. So you no longer retain the same audience that you did in the 90s because that's what got you out of your seat to come to the movies. But now the movies come to you in your cell phone, your tablets, your computers. It completely fundamentally changes the business of filmmaking. So now you no longer have to have this name, but you have to have a really, really strong concept. It has to look great, and people have to love it. And that's the important thing with like why we made sure Lanier looked its best. Because if we had came in and said, let's just do anything with Lanier, you might be like, oh man, Lanier look, I ain't gonna see it. But we made sure we went the extra mile to make sure we got it to look its best, to be the best concept. And that's why we got the right people. And
the best example that I was saying too, to piggyback on Malik's point, was kind of like Get Out. I knew of Jordan Peele, but I was like, I didn't know he's making films now when I first saw the trailer. But it was the trailer that did me in. I didn't know any of those actors. I didn't know anybody like at all. That was my first time ever seeing their face, and I was like, oh shit, that looks like a really good movie. I was like, I'm there. Just off the concept, like I'm there. Nothing else. No name.
Not no face, no nothing. Just off of what you see.
Exactly. So really, the only thing you need to worry about is your marketing budget. Always be thinking about your marketing budget and how you can reach an audience that wants to see your movie because they're passionate about the story you're telling. You do that, people are going to sit their butts down in the seat.
Yeah. True. They talk about how like there are directors who really changed the industry. You talk about Alfred Hitchcock. You talk about, I would say Christopher Nolan. He's one of my favorite directors. Steven Spielberg. But you talk about how Jordan Peele has fundamentally changed the horror genre. You can't go any way other. You have to acknowledge it because now it's literally social horror has become a new genre because of what he did, and he's only made 2 movies. He did not make Candyman. He was a producer on Candyman, and people took it as this is a Jordan Peele film because it even looked like his visual storytelling style. But it's a whole different movie, and it's nothing that he personally did. But it just shows you how one person really impacts an actual film community. It's insane.
All right. So if y'all did have to put a face, like what actor or actress y'all would like, have in mind to put in your film if y'all, would do it?
Would it be old, young, new, or old?
I always like throwing.
I haven't thought about that.
Sydney, you first.
I don't think we've even thought about that yet. Honestly, we have some
it's
names.
It's hypothetical. Like,
it's not nothing like y'all. Just if y'all would.
If y'all had, let's say,
boom. No, I got you.
Shaquille O'Neal hit you up tomorrow. I'd be like, hey, y'all doing? So I like the video and whatever y'all need, I got it. And just tell me the budget and y'all do your thing. Boom, be like, oh Shaq, man, we need.
And y'all know Shaq know a lot of people and everybody respects Shaq, so it's like
oh, Shaq, man, we need $4 million. All right,
you hear that, Will?
We're gonna meet Shaq. There's been too many references to his name, so I'm already gonna claim we're gonna meet Shaq because y'all are like the third person to say Shaq,
bro. Is
20 minutes from my house, man. Y'all just go ahead. Y'all go let him. Like, no, I'm serious. No, like, real shit. Like, he helps people, and like, y'all project is historical. It makes sense. It looks nice.
It's a story that like you said, it need to be. People. Some people know it, but it need to be seen. It's like people home, and we want to watch it, and you got a good film. Like, if just the trailer just good like this. It's definitely like I'm for sure going to sit down and watch it. Like,
right, and just like to be picked up theatrical film festivals, shop it around. But like I'm saying Shaq, but y'all ain't gotta pick Shaq. But like hit up film festivals, just the trailer by itself, right person see it, man. Y'all got y'all budget, bro, and like Netflix, like boom, because people will watch it. Trust me. So
off of Georgia, we have enough audience members here in just Atlanta, Georgia. Not even leaving the city of Atlanta.
That's good.
Atlanta, Georgia, to be able to fund this and to make it a profit. I mean, sorry, not fund it. Profitable. To view this and make it a profit for us.
Right.
But to tie back to what you were saying about who would we want, I would say I would definitely love to see Lakeith Stanfield in this, something like that. I know he was in Get Out, but I would go for like some older people from like maybe the 90s, because you think about like the way we grew up, we watched a bunch of different actors, and I think some of them they haven't had as much work. Like someone who comes to mind is what's the dude from Jamie Foxx? He was Braxton.
Yeah.
I personally like Braxton. I think he's a really good actor, but he got a rap that basically said, hey, like, you're only Braxton from the Jamie Foxx show. You can never come out of that. But I've seen his stuff. He's actually a really good actor. But there's other people like from the 90s and, you know, early 80s and stuff that are really, really good. But I think, you know, I love the people that we work with, like Patrick, Ali, you know, Ali for a minute. So, you know, I love the people that we work with.
So I would say Ethan Hawke would be mine.
I didn't think about Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke would be my Jeff Stevenson. He's from Training Day with Denzel, the white guy who was, you know, like the rookie who was like,
oh, that's it. Oh,
we got a movie.
He would be perfect.
Wow. Wow.
Ethan Hawke would be really good. I'm trying to think about the black detective. I don't really know.
Patrick was identical. Like often people don't have perfect casting. For there are two roles that there was, I won't say there was no one who came close, but it was Patrick and then Shan. Shan, like we cast, and you only saw her for like maybe 2 seconds in the entire trailer. Best audition we had by far. We couldn't even compare it to anyone because she became the standard of how we viewed the role. And we were like, hey, you should be this, or this person should have this. And we're like, dang. And I watch, Shan's gonna watch this. She's like, why y'all gassing me up again? But it was truly like, who could we compare it to?
Favorite.
Yeah.
She was my absolute favorite.
That's good. So like, what would y'all, when y'all do y'all feature, y'all go keep basing it on modern time, or will y'all do like a historic part? So like y'all showing the city getting the girl getting raped and stuff like that, or will y'all just keep it like flashbackable type thing, or will y'all actually like, not to give it away, without giving it away, basically?
Okay, I would say the best reference I can give you, and I'm so glad I've seen this because I can reference it, is probably what's it called? Ptolemy Gray. What's the first name of it?
The
last days of Ptolemy Gray. So I don't know if y'all seen that on Apple TV. Patrick was also in that. But that was what Samuel kind of like, he was in modern day, but for instance, he would look at the bed and it's like a flashback. Someone's on the bed that pertained to his character before he got into like his mental state.
Right.
So taking a page out of that book is really what I want to aim for the featured. So it's like, you know, it's centered around like a white family, but as they come into Lake Lanier, as they meet people, the people that talk about Oscarville will see Oscarville. It's kind of like that. So they'll talk about it, and now we're in Oscarville before coming back into like the present time.
Yeah.
And I kind of got that idea from like the Candyman trailer. Because when I saw that, I really liked how he talked about the story of like Candyman and how it was, you know, before it was that main character story in the film, we had two other people that, you know, died through an injustice and they were now Candyman. So it's like, you know, hopping around.
Yeah.
Okay. I still have not seen Candyman, by the way. Thanks.
Oh man, you gotta see Candyman.
I've seen the originals. I've seen all the other Candyman, just not the newest one.
Seeing the last one, it got a lot to do with the original. Just put it like that.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. That's good original. What he did, matter of fact, what he kind of just explained, it got a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
So how long y'all want the feature to be? An hour, 2 hours?
Man, I want it to be, an hour and 30 is probably what we're aiming for. Yeah. I would say that's really good. I was kind of wrestling with it a little bit because I was like, man, there's so much in this movie. It's so deep. I don't want to.
You don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah,
exactly. And then I was just like, well, you know, we'll put the most important elements into it and then we'll review it at the end of the day and say, you you know, who would say something like about us missing this point? Because really, I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I wanna really, like, the Black audience, I want them to be proud of it, because, you know, it's a prolific time in Black history. So if we can do that, I'm happy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I already know there's, you know, obviously on the Facebook page, we got some very angry Karens, we got some angry Kens.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? So, but at the end of the day, the movie's not for them.
No.
I can still watch it though.
Yeah.
This is not for you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But you know, everybody have opinions, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
They're gonna leave. Y'all still gonna do what y'all gotta do, and I think it's gonna do real good, man. I really.
I can't wait.
Man, that makes us so happy, man.
Yeah, it does. And
Look,
the fact
man.
that you said you thought it was done, that makes me so happy.
Yeah,
Man.
I seen it. Like I said, I seen the poster last year, and then I just seen the trailer when he sent it, because I even know they had a trailer for it. All I thought it was the poster, and when he submitted it, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's done." Like, it looked cool. I like the way it looked. It wasn't like low budget looking. It was like really expensive looking. So I was like, that's why I was asking what cameras
it was.
kind of things you use.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use them. But yeah, man, I wish y'all much success. Like, tell everybody where they can follow y'all or the Lanier page, to where they can keep in touch with what's going on with y'all. Like,
Everything, even if they say to donate just a little something or whatever, just give them everything.
Absolutely. So everybody can follow the Facebook for sure. You can just type in facebook.com/Lanier Movie.
Official.
Lanier Movie Official.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll come up. On Instagram, you can just follow us at Lanier Movie. YouTube as well. You can type in Lanier Movie, will come up. As far as donations go, we're going to talk to some interested investors to see how that goes. And then we want to open up like crowdfunding if we haven't raised enough for the actual movie. And then, you know, if you follow the pages, though, just like I said, you're gonna know every single thing that's happening with the project. And if we are going to need help, and it will be greatly appreciated, you know, if, you know, everyone can come together and help if it's going to be needed for sure.
Hey, look, I'm sorry, I said, let me cut you off. I'll offer my hand. Like, I don't want no money on that. I just want to be a part of a project.
Man,
you are a big part of this. You're our first marketing, like your first podcast that we've actually had since the trailers come out.
I said that wrong. I want to help. If the time, like if I'm not working on anything, like I really want to be a part of it, because like I'm in film myself, and like me and my partner, like we done 3 films already. So like, but as far as just like this project, I want to help. I want to see whatever I can do, like, you know, just to help. I want to be a part of it if I'm available. But
absolutely. If you're available, okay.
Hey, there we go.
If I'm available, like I don't want no money or anything. I like helping people who doing things that's I know could be, you know, it's not even. Just holler at me if y'all need me.
Okay, bro, that's love for sure, for sure.
Man, I don't know. That's just us. Like we people like to see other people, like, you know. Yeah. We not no people that the Black people like, oh, we're gonna bring them down. Nah, man, we wanna lift y'all up, man. You know what I'm saying? So anything, like you say, I'm pretty sure you would, no problem, no hesitation. And so I can't do nothing. I'm in Louisiana, so the only thing I could do, I can promote y'all, everything. I could do all of that on our page. So
you know,
that helps just as much.
Yeah, people helping get the word out there helps investors look and say, hey, like these guys have traction.
Right.
Like people don't understand how important just a simple like or share or comment is until you start realizing every number matters. Like the difference between saying that someone is at a 10,000 likes and their engagement is of 20,000 people versus like you have 100,000 impressions or engagements or whatever, and you have like a 1,000 likes. It shows that people are seeing your stuff, but they're not liking it. And then as an investor, you're going to go, why are they not liking it? Is it the content itself? Is it the look? What is it? And they want to really get that. Once you can answer that to an investor, then they give you the money. But
I can answer that. I can answer from and say, hey, my guy, check this out. Hey, check this out. Look at this. He'll be like, oh, that's cool. And he'll give me my phone back. I'm going to say, why you didn't like it? You'd be like,
Yeah.
seen it, didn't you? You seen it, didn't you? Yeah, it looks real good. I would watch it. Why didn't you like it?
Yeah.
You're like,
It's just so hard for people just to.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
like that's why I said as soon as I seen it, as soon as he sent it to me, I was like, oh, I'm liking it, like because it, you know what I'm saying? It just looked good, and it I'm like, all right, I like this. Why not like it? You know what I'm saying? Help them, you know, lift them up. So
I think as Black people lately, we really support one another. At least the people I've been around. I try to surround myself with like-minded people, and we really look for people that are for our own community.
yes,
and not just if you're just Black and you be white or whatever, but we really are looking to help people who help each other. You know, I've known Will since 2014, 2015, and we've been working ever since then.
That's
and
good,
you know, he helped me, then I put on someone else. It doesn't always have to benefit me, it has to benefit them. And I'll do it to help someone. If you like, it's not always about the money, because if we were doing this for the money, I get into investments. I wouldn't do filmmaking. There's so much time that you have to spend on things to be free until you actually get the payoff. So, you know, you work with people and you just help people as much as you can. And one day it's going to pay off. But, you know, you got to put the work in today before you get to the success. You never get to success without putting the work in. And, you know, sometimes the work is helping someone else prior to you actually seeing it for yourself. So you got to plant the seeds to the garden.
There you go.
The fruit grow.
Oh shoot! Someone give him a white towel. He preaching.
you know what we gonna do for y'all, man? We gonna make y'all an official FOH brand bottom link sponsor. So every podcast we're gonna say this podcast episode is sponsored by the Lanier Movie. So let's go.
Hey, yo.
We could do this for y'all, man, because we just want to see y'all make it, want to see the movie do good, and like that's our gift to y'all, man. Y'all keep doing y'all thing. So
real, man.
Absolutely, we will, y'all. We will, and we'll keep y'all posted every step of the way. You know, once we hit these meetings, what's going down, and you know what the next moves are.
Yeah, man, just much success to y'all, bro. Much blessings to y'all. Keep God first, do y'all thing, and make sure y'all represent.
And I will be out there whenever y'all have this movie premiere. I will be out there to watch this movie.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah, but before we let y'all go, we always have a segment called the Fuck Outta Here of the Week.
We get somebody the fuck out of here.
Basically, we say what's going on in our life, people who not helping, job, girlfriend, wife, husband.
It don't matter. Anybody could get it.
It doesn't matter. We just say we gotta say, and we press the button.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
So, with y'all being our guests, we'll let y'all start it off. It doesn't
Will, you go ahead and go first.
Okay. So it can be anything.
Anything.
All right. Any negativity, anybody that's trying to bring down Lanier Movie, talking bad about it, saying it looks trash, it's low budget, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, hit the button.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
That is hilarious.
All right.
I don't know, honestly. Let me think. Who needs to fuck out of here?
Could be anything. Somebody could have cut you off in traffic or.
Oh, you know what? All the people that don't know how to freaking drive, which is like probably 90% of Georgia, they need to, push that button.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Yes.
Definitely.
Oh man. All right. Shoot. Who would I say need to get the fuck out of here? There's a lot of people that need to get the fuck out of here, all right? Oh, my drama school teacher told me I would never be a filmmaker. I'd never be anything special. Tell that person to get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Fuck out
I
of here.
love it.
All right, you drama school teacher. You already said.
All the way back
here.
Hey.
Yeah, you remember that stuff.
My fuck out of here of the week. It goes to this lady that told me that is this my hair on my head? And I was like, yes, ma'am, I've been growing it for 5 years. She said, that's not your hair. That's fake. I know people put fake hair in their head.
Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God.
I said, lady, I took it down. I was like, this is really my hair. She's like, no, it's not. It's not your hair. I can tell the
How
texture.
you gonna fuck with somebody?
I said, all right, lady. Well, you know what you can do for me?
Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Out of here.
I don't understand how you gonna fuss with somebody to tell you that that's my hair. I'm
Flirting. The old lady was flirting. She was flirting. She went,
Okay.
Y'all,
Yeah, it had to be something. I was like, what?
oh, okay, this that old lady who was talking about you. Now, let me tell you something, baby. That's
Oh,
not your
man.
hair.
I don't know.
Mine's going to not Megan Thee Stallion. It just the whole interview, the whole the girl interview situation. It just don't rub me right. So
Fuck out of here.
fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here.
Not Megan Thee
let-
Stallion. I just don't like whatever happened. But the interview, that wasn't it. Like she should have never did that.
The second I saw that on freaking the Shade Room, I was like, nah, man.
Yeah, she should have never did that.
I would have said, because I got to save this one for the next podcast we're on, because I'm gonna definitely throw Amber Heard out there. Get the fuck
That's what I was gonna say. Her.
Definitely gotta get the fuck out of here.
I heard
Yeah.
she said, Emma Heard, whatever.
Fuck out of here.
Yes. That's what I was gonna say. I need to add someone.
Y'all look that up like briefly. You'll see.
If you don't know already. Yeah.
Gotcha. So, man, like, we appreciate y'all for stopping by, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Make sure y'all go check out the Lanier Movie. Y'all drop them websites and social media again before we let y'all go.
Yes, it's Lanier Movie Official on Facebook. You can follow us on Instagram at Lanier Movie, and you can follow our YouTube at Lanier Movie as well.
Yes.
All right, man. If y'all ain't haven't yet, y'all go to the Instagram page and check out the trailer. Y'all go check out the Facebook page, like it, and keep yourself updated for when this movie drops. It's gonna be a banger, man. So y'all check that out. Y'all support Meliek, Sydney, and Will. Support them on their project.
Let's go.
All right, in the meantime, in between time, I'm the guy that never lies unless I have to say so.
And it should be the day DJ True. We out.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming. Y'all have a good night.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you too.
Peace.
Fuck out of here.